Hey Josh, I hope you and Rocky got some sleep last night. I don't want to bother her on her big day, but the lawyer's asking for brief statements from you guys as witnesses so that she can file the appropriate way for a restraining order. Is there any way you could just write a brief statement this would happen and email it to her, or email it to me and I'll forward it to her? Doesn't have to be a fancy or even well written, nothing like that. Just basic brief play-by-play of what you saw. I don't ask Rocky for it, but maybe I will later after the flea market stuff is done. So, could you guys please write me a statement for my lawyer after the flea market's done? And I don't ask Rocky for it, is that correct? I don't ask Rocky for it. Didn't she mean I won't ask Rocky? I think she woke up with a hangover.
Amber Heard brought in a slew of witnesses to support her during the trial. Many were suspected of being paid to testify for the actress. However, one witness in particular has allegedly admitted that he wanted to plot against Johnny Depp. Many are unhappy with this mystery witness following the same. So who is this witness? What exactly was the admission? Keep watching to find out. Rocky Pennington, a friend of Amber and Josh Drew, are now being exposed for purposely plotting against Depp. An admission from Josh Drew in an interview with Adam Waldman has gone viral. There has been new proof that many of the statements against Amber did not come from Adam Waldman or JD, but rather from co-conspirators with Amber, as you have heard. Here's how Rocky allegedly intended to hurt Johnny. Back in 2016, Rocky would have been Amber Heard's best friend, who was also Josh Drew's fiance. So he'd know what happened. But Rocky and Amber had heard sworn stories about her being summoned by 8 p.m. So a text from Johnny Depp to come help her was a quote-unquote lie. Rocky was hiding in Penthouse 5 the entire time, almost certainly in the coat closet by the front door, which explains the security guard's testimony that she never passed them and was already in the apartment when they entered, and Johnny Depp's claim that Rocky appeared out of nowhere. This first part is also a big statement. Why? Because of Rocky Pennington. And again, I want to emphasize that this is Josh Drew's ex-fiance. He would be in a position to know about this. And they went on record saying that she ended up in the apartment because there was a text sent, and Rocky just sprung into action and arrived right away. Rocky's story is also incredible. She says she left her penthouse, ran down the hall, and it was locked when she got to the door. So she dashed back down the hall into her penthouse, retrieved a master key, returned, unlocked the door, and did this. If you have security guards in the hallway, those guards would notice that. Plus, hey, she just appeared out of nowhere. She wasn't there, and then she was. And you've seen the setup to the penthouse, says Johnny. If someone had just walked in, you would hear them and see them coming around the bin. Even better, according to Josh Drew, Amber slept with the Rocket Man for the entire week following the 21st, not on Franco's 22nd birthday. We've seen text messages between the Rocket Man and Amber that show you those things. They were taking place behind the scenes. We also did not receive all of those messages, which is fascinating. We've seen the elevator footage with James Franco, so we know those dates are correct. And Josh Drew says they're on record. Those are correct, but there was much more to it. Amber and Rocket Man were involved in some shady business, but he didn't elaborate, leaving me to wonder why he brought it up. She did have marks on her here. However, on the night of the 21st, he seemed to imply that she had marks. Of course, we know this isn't true. In fact, the mark thing on the 21st would have been discredited by his statements here because he's saying, well, Amber Heard and her best friend was lying in. They were trying to set the man up, They were trying to come up with something, and once again, they're going to get more detail on this. However, when you consider that and statements about quote-unquote marks, how is that working out? Then they ask, do we know if you ever gave a declaration to Amber Heard? Bet he did back then. And yes, he had given a declaration back then. So that was on record. And he was probably just trying to cover himself in the aftermath. There are multiple fan reactions over the entire story, and some of them are. One fan commented that Johnny Depp has my trust. Hashtag Amber Heard is an abuser. Reopen defamation case against Johnny Depp UK. Hashtag justice for Johnny Depp. Another stated that, so Rocky hid in the penthouse to help set the scene? Is there a valley that is low enough for them? Rocky isn't getting enough credit for her maniacal role in this. I'm also curious if AH was attempting to place him under a guardian. Another says, let's see how Elaine and Eve spin this. One more person added that, wow, the plot thickens and smells worse than any fish market. Another made a comment saying that this is why Amber convinced Adam Waldman to drop the case, because if he was still on Johnny's team and they revealed that during the trial, she would most likely not have received any money. She's lucky she still lost. That her own people claimed it was a hoax should tell you something. One more person says, attorney-client privilege would have allowed that. Another stated that Brian fella and Jax dropped it, not you. I'm not sure why you won't give credit where credit is due. It's not new because it was released yesterday. Other YouTubers, give yourself credit, man. It's so easy. Do you want to be known as someone who plagiarizes other people's work? One more comment came that Amber wishes to file an appeal and postpone collection. She must post a bond for $10.35 million plus 6% interest per year. If it takes 2 years, the total cost is $11.63 million. There's no way in hell. Another says, he's got her by the ass once more. She's so over it's hurt. Her and her twats require a reality check for $0 and to leave. They are completed. One more says that the defendant and her gang of shameless leeches are disgusting. What do you think of Rocky and Josh? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.